Hi, I'm Todd Lay with Simple Back Office, and I've got some great time management tips for us today. And in Chapter 5 of the book, The 4-Hour Workweek, the author Tim Ferriss talks about two great points on time management, and he actually titles it as the end of time management. And the 2 points that he actually goes over is, one is what is known as the Pareto principle, which is more commonly known as the 80-20 rule. And then the other is known as the illusion, which is directly the 9 to 5 illusion, which is directly associated with the Parkinson's law. Seeing that we're all so busy as we are, it only makes sense to focus on the important. A good question to ask yourself is what I'm doing at the moment the highest and best use of my time? Things like instant message conversations, texting, phone calls, frivolous phone calls, things like that, all have a tendency to take us away from our core focus of our day. And applying the 80-20 rule can actually get us focused back to where we should be. So when you look at, many of us know that the 80-20 rule, when applied to activities, issues, relationships, clients, we can quickly size up the possible need for change or not if we need to. So for instance, which 20% of sources are actually causing 80% of my headaches is one way to look at it. The other is which 20% of sources are resulting in 80% of my desired outcomes. Interesting. Have you ever wondered how, a point that I always wanted to look at is have you ever wondered how the world has actually come to a point where we've all agreed to shuffle papers between 9 a.m. to 5, and I realize if you're part of it, of an environment like this already, that we're forced to fill the time. But basically, time is wasted because it seems to be that there's so much of it. And have you ever noticed that if you're given 2 weeks to actually do something, somehow or another, it just actually takes 2 weeks to accomplish it? And, I look at it at this. It all comes back down to the example here of what we're talking about in Parkinson's law, is that you look at, it dictates this, that a task will swell in its perceived importance and complexity in relation to the time allotted for its completion. So again, if we're given 2 weeks for something, somehow or another it just seems to fill up with the activities that it is. And the good news that Tim talks about in his book, that we can literally shave off hours a week, many hours a week, that by applying these two principles. One is limiting the tasks to the important, to shorten the work time, and applying the 80-20 rule. And then number 2 is shorten work time to limit tasks to the important. And that's actually applying the Parkinson's law. So next week I'm going to be going over some other key points, just kind of jumping ahead here. I'm going to be going over some uncommon strategies that will drastically improve your workflow with email and Outlook and things like that. And I'm sure everybody's going to be really excited to go over those, because I know that's been a big rub for a lot of people. But as far as now, let's just go ahead and look at making an effort over what's been taught this time and becoming more efficient, tightening up timelines, so that we can choose to increase our time on what matters most to us. Oh, and don't forget that my staff and I are here to help you and your clients. That if you'd like to go ahead and send me a quick note here, my contact information is above. Or if you'd like to go ahead and forward me over to any of your associates or anything, or send me a comment, you can actually do so over here. And then the other is, of course, if you receive this by somebody passing along to you and you would like to subscribe to some of my other posts in the future, feel free to. I think it's one of the subscribe buttons are right over here somewhere along the lines as well. So hope you guys have a great week. If I can be of any help for you in the way of answering phones, bookkeeping, or if you need admin support, any one of those things, want to let you know we're here for you as well. Have a great week, you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.